Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight for a conversation on autism. I am Hope Harmon. I'm a commissioner, change agent, and I just say I'm a activist for everything that is right. Um, we are living in South Georgia, and through my podcast, Act for Change with Hope Harmon, we hope to change mindsets, perceptions through honest conversations and call people to action. So tonight we have with us Crystal Buford, who is a longtime friend of mine. She is a parent of an amazing son who has autism, and she's gonna tell us about him tonight. And we have a few questions for her, and we're just gonna have a real laid back and honest conversation. Please be sure you share this because we want to bring awareness for our autism, our awesome babies, because they are awesome.
Yeah.
And also we're just here to have a good open conversation about autism and bringing the awareness to the community, because I think a lot of people do not understand the spectrum and how different autism is, because autism is different for every child. No two children are the same, honestly, on the spectrum. And so we're gonna, y'all know I like to get dive deep right on into the questions. But if you do have any questions tonight, please leave them in the comment section and we'll try to answer them if we can. But please be sure you share, because we want as many people as we can to be a part of this conversation tonight. So we're gonna jump right in. And Crystal, you just tell us some about your awesome son.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My awesome son is Warren Buford. He is currently a fifth grader at Broxton Mary Hayes Elementary School in Broxton, Georgia. A little bit about my son. He's a lover of drums. He's my smart kid. He's a spelling bee winner. He's has confidence out of this world. He surprises me every day.
That's awesome. And how old did you say? I'm sorry, I always call him Ben still. I think even when I was typing everything up, I was like, oh, I need to say Warren, but I kept on saying Ben. And so I know you said he's in the fifth grade. How old is he now?
Warren, how old is Warren now? Warren is 11.
Okay. And so, like, what prompted you to get him evaluated for autism?
Well, originally Warren was nonverbal to the point where only I honestly could kind of understand what he wanted and what he needed. It was a struggle. So through all of that, I got him. His doctor was the one that suggested that we try the Babies Can't Wait program. And from Babies Can't Wait program, he got introduced into speech. And from speech, we put him into the early intervention program at Ben Hill Primary School. Preschool.
Right.
And then from there, we did occupational therapy, we did physical therapy, pretty much the whole nine, but yet and still we had not got him screened yet. So I think a family friend kind of pulled me to the side and suggested that maybe, you should look into this because he has all these different, symptoms. So we did. He received his diagnosis about a month before his 4th birthday.
Okay, and I just want to put a plug in there for parents. If you're watching tonight, Babies Can't Wait is an awesome program. Like, they are awesome. They provide speech, occupational therapy, physical therapy, and they will come to you. And that's the one thing I really liked about Babies Can't Wait. Like, you can't travel, they don't mind coming into the home, doing the evaluations there. And they were like a really big support for us when Alexander and my oldest son as well, he did speech with them, and they actually went to the daycare, and with Alexander they went to the theater. So Babies Can't Wait is an amazing program. I think they start like when the child is 1, or they used to. I don't know about now, but parents, that's an awesome program, and I think they're out of Valdosta. So what are some of the resources that you would encourage parents to take advantage of? Because Warren is 11 now, and I know you had a lot of.
We did the Babies Can't Wait program. Like I said, the early intervention, we did, I had to write a couple down. The therapy tree in Hazelhurst, that was, that kind of opened our eyes to a lot of different things with Warren. And we did the Autism Development Center in Macon.
Oh,
They
amazing.
awesome, awesome resources. They were super helpful. And we finally got that diagnosis through all of that.
Okay, good deal. And once again, another shout out to the therapy tree. They also have an office here in Fitzgerald, and like they are doing some great things. They offer I know speech therapy, and I think they're offering ABA now, which has been is a really good resource, especially for South Georgia, because we don't have a whole lot of ABA therapists below Macon. So the therapy tree, they're I think their home office is in Douglas, but they are in Fitzgerald. And also Teresa Connor over in Tifton does ABA therapy as well. And I've had a few conversations with her, but she's like another really, really great resource as well. So what are some of your like greatest fears being a mom of an autistic child?
Probably one of my greatest fears would be just the stigma. Just him being held back because of his diagnosis. And I mean, Warren has overcome so much. Originally, we had to kind of talk and sit down and talk with the school and everything and try to push them because we know his potential. And after that conversation, we kind of got in a good groove. He was allowed to do and participate with different, school organizations and different things in school. But like I said, he overcame all of that, surprised everybody. He's the popular kid. Everyone loves him.
He just really flourished down there in Broxton.
He has.
I remember when you decided to make that move, and he has really flourished down there. And so it's
the best decisions we made, honestly.
It's been a really amazing to see. And I think one thing you did say that parents really have to be you have to advocate for your child. Like you have to speak up when you go to these meetings at schools. You have to speak up for your child because nobody knows your child better than you do. Especially our babies on the spectrum. We know what they can do. We see them do things at home that they maybe don't see at school. So you definitely have to advocate. Advocate.
One thing with me, when it came to advocating, I was like I said, it was my fear that they would hold him back and not let him. And my sisters were a big help. Jacqueline Buford and LaFera Buford, they were the ones that kind of pushed me and told me, you have to advocate for him. No one else is going to do it but you. And I mean, with the love and support of my family, we have been doing this. And like I said, Warren, he's flourished and is thriving, and I can't be any more prouder of him.
Awesome. I'm really, really, it just excites me every time I see him. And you, sometimes you post like videos when he's been like drumming and stuff. And I'm like, this is awesome. Like, it gives parents like hope that, if they continue to advocate as well. So what do you feel like has been some of your biggest accomplishments during this autism
journey? Myself, along with my sisters and a few more mothers, we kind of got together and we started an organization here in Ben Hill County, Walk for the Cause, where we pretty much just focus on awareness of ADHD and autism within our community. We generally do a walk every year, but because of COVID, it's kind of held us up for the past 2 years. So we strive through that. With Warren, let's see. I said earlier he's a lover of drums. I have to talk about it. The Atlanta Drum Academy. We saw them perform on the Steve Harvey show, and Warren fell in love with them instantly. So I did a little research and I got him involved. We did a summer band camp a few years ago where they put him front center, and he just drummed his little heart out. And that was probably one of the biggest. He was so excited and so just happy, and we were happy that we could let it come happen for himself.
I remember that, and I'm like, I remember when he went to that. That's awesome. So what are some resources that you wish we had more of in South Georgia?
In South Georgia, kind of like I said earlier, how we had to create our own resources as far as mothers and parents. We don't have that a lot here in South Georgia, where parents of autistic children can get together and come together and just discuss, everything they were going through and just kind of have that shoulder. And that's something that South Georgia is definitely lacking.
I agree because we're all out here in this fight together,
We're
and
all
we're stronger together.
Yes, yes.
Always. So, what is some advice that you would give to parents whose child is like newly diagnosed or maybe having a hard time? Because I know some parents have a really hard time with their child's diagnosis.
And I will say I was one of those parents that had a hard time with the diagnosis. Like I said, we did occupational therapy, we did physical therapy, we did Babies Can't Wait, we did all of that stuff, and yet and still he had not been diagnosed. And that was kind of on me, where I was afraid of the stigma and the diagnosis. And my sisters, they came and they kind of helped me and pushed me and just was like, you gotta, you need to push him. Push him, we push you, we are a family together. You gotta pursue it through it. And through that, I was, like I said, I needed that support and they were a big help.
And that's awesome. Family, it's nothing like good family support. Like nothing like good family support. And I think for me, like that was the big thing too. I already was kind of outspoken on some things, but when Alexander came along and I realized, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to push a little harder. Like I'm gonna have to really push. And I'm gonna have to be not so nice sometimes to get what we need. And so he really pushed me to advocate because we don't have as many resources as I definitely wish we had in South Georgia. But so is there anything else maybe that you want to add to the conversation or?
I'm not a big talker, honestly, but I encourage anyone out there, if you have these concerns, please go get tested. I don't know. The resources are definitely out there. You can contact myself. You can contact Hope Harmon. We are all here to help. Like I said, we have the Walk for the Cause Facebook page. You can join that as well. We haven't done too much in the past couple of years, but we're still here to advocate for our children like we should be. Because like we said, we're all they have right now. So
I totally agree. So I'll make sure that I share the Walk for the Cause on my page. So if anybody wants to follow the page, I'll make sure I share them on all my pages. So that anybody, because I got a few going right now, but so everybody can follow that. Please, please, please make sure you do, because when they do start back up, Walk for the Cause, like we want. Your child does not have to be autistic to support. Like we need everyone's support for our babies. It's just not for autistic children.
Trying to get the community aware of, the problems and diagnoses and ADHD and autism, and just
Exactly.
they need the community support.
Exactly. So we need the whole community to support. So even if you don't have a child that's autistic or know anybody with autism, which I guarantee you do, you just don't know it. Please make sure you like the page that I'm going to share, because we definitely want to make as many people aware about autism as we can and get these resources out to parents. And I always tell parents, especially here in Bean Hill County, if you do not feel comfortable going to these schools by yourself and talking, like message me. I will go with you. Like I don't mind. I don't mind talking you through it because we've had to have other people help us. So we're definitely here to help you. So thank you so much again, Crystal, for coming on. Telling us about Warren. He's so awesome. And be sure y'all like Crystal's page as well, because she shares stuff about Warren. And we're going to be having some more discussions this month about autism awareness. I'm going to have a few other people on. So everybody make sure you just follow my page for that information. And also be sure to follow my page, my advocacy page, Kasara's Voice, as we continue to seek justice for Kasara and Aviana and others who have lost their lives to violence in our community. Be sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also Anchor for the latest episode. So thank y'all again for joining us tonight. If you have any questions or anything, don't hesitate to inbox me. And thank you again, Crystal.